Welcome! Today I want to show you how to shape this juniper into a beautiful bonsai looking like this. It's a cascade style, meaning the main branch eventually hangs below the trunk line. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see this one doesn't look like it has a trunk, really. I mean, where is it? It's grown all the way in. We're gonna have to dig a little bit. We're gonna start by taking the soil off the tops. It's gonna come off quite easily. A good tip is to actually let the plant dry out for a couple of days at least. Don't give it water for a couple of days, let it dry out quite well. That will make this easier. I haven't done that because it was really warm and I had to wait a little bit longer than I thought before I could do this. That's a lot. Good, I like that. So it's got nice healthy roots. Still working on that trunk though, haven't got there yet. Gonna have to dig in. I feel like I'm getting a really nice little trunk out there. There we go. As you can see, quite a lot of the root is exposed at this point here. Moving on to cleaning up the trunk line a little bit. So as you see, there's lots of branches sticking out from the main trunk here, and we're actually gonna start to get rid of them. Shears work just fine. Get in as close as you can. I do have a hobby knife that I will be using too a little bit, and that's actually to give those really flush cuts. We're coming into part 2 actually here, which is finding the main branch. And as you can see, we have a beautiful main branch on this one that goes a little bit S-shaped up north there towards the top. Any small suckers that are growing from the plant, from the branches close, start to expose them. Let's look at how the plant has actually grown. The main branch goes off here towards the right. I'm going to use that one, the trunk. Now this one is beautiful and long, but I am going to choose to remove it because we need to choose a viewing angle for this plant. And the best way to choose a viewing angle is to think that you want to expose the trunk line, you want it visible, it creates that aesthetic that we're looking for. So just by removing this branch here, we'll be opening up this trunk line. You can see that these long branches towards the left are quite amazing. And I actually quite like the entire setup of this one. It doesn't need a lot of work. We kind of just want to clean it up a little bit and then wire it gently to give it the cascade shape we want. This branch is quite blocking the view, so I think I'm going to actually sacrifice that one. And it is always a difficult decision when you choose to chop off one of the bigger branches, because that really exposes the tree, as you can see. Now we're going to have to work with that decision because it is irreversible. Starting to work my way out, as you can see, from the main trunk line over here. Now we really want to make the cascade style about this side and bring this down very nicely. So here we have a preview of the viewing angle, seeing what it might look like in a pot. Taking the decision to sacrifice one of the main offshoots from the main branches here. As you can see, we're starting to come to a pretty good shape. We removed some of the main branches to create a bit of a more clear view of the trunk line. And we have also taken into account which side and which branches we want to include into the cascade style. And this one is these. Let's think about the viewing angle of this one. This is the viewing angle. It's quite beautiful. I want it this way. I like these flowing down. We're gonna wire them. This one in the back doesn't actually use it, have a purpose, and we're gonna wire that one upward to give it a bit of a dimension, make it look really nice. So let's clean it up and wire it. For wiring, just 2mm wire, aluminum or copper, works fine. Make a little loop there, somewhat tight. Wrap around the base. 45-degree angle as you wire up the trunk. So there we go. Let's see, we got a little bit of wire on that. So I've chosen to actually cut off 2 of the offshoots here on the side to give it more of a balanced cascade effect. I'm gonna grab them right, pinch them at the bottom there, and it should be fine. It should grow out from other areas now. Just got a couple of other branches there. I do think I want to add a bit more wiring to that one. Now we do want to wire the main branches too, and preferably take away some of the excess foliage underneath them to expose them. As you can see, that foliage was covering this beautiful main branch. The main trunk line runs into big branch that comes off here and a secondary one on the front that we want to use. So simply bending the main branch with some tough wire down might suffice. Is looking ready for repotting at this point. Looking great. I'm happy with that result. Put that into this pot. A pot that I made myself. I do have this one. I am going to choose this pot. It is a bit big for this plant, but it will increase its chances of survival. What type of mesh you use is up to you. Plastic, metal, you can find something out at home or you can buy from the store. I think I had this at home. I cut it up. I'm going to put it there. So loop one finger around like that. And do the same thing on the other side, the other way around. Shape it as such, nothing complicated, just 2 loops. Quite well placed. For good drainage, we want some gravel. I'll use a little handful just to cover the base. Afterwards, I'll put some fine gravel. We want to use wire to wire in and the root ball of the tree. If you just have a regular pot, honestly, just take a drill bit. I find that concrete drill bits work well. You have ceramic drill bits, use that, and just kind of make some extra holes in your regular pots. Let's see how that sits before we do any wiring. I mean, yeah, that's looking good. Sitting with the placement is important. You don't want it to be in the middle, dead center. That looks boring. Bit off center. I'm gonna do it to the left because that's where the cascade is going anyway. And maybe also a bit towards the back, just slightly. Now before I place it in there, I'm gonna have to put this wiring through the root ball at the back. Kind of get those two together. That's important. I'm going to add a bit of soil right here to the corner because that's going to be hard for me to get to after I do that. Get those roots out towards the side. I'm gonna push it through there. Get the plant into, you can wiggle a little bit if you want to make sure it sits well. Got one end of the wire through the root ball. Get some pliers. A bit too loose for my liking. Good thing I have extra holes that I made in this one. And as you can see, even though I haven't put much soil in, it's sitting really well in the pot. That's perfect. Prepare some soil mixture. For most common junipers or trees, just some gritty soil works just fine. Keep putting some soil in now. Push some of that soil in around the root ball and under it. What do you think? There we go. It's looking quite good here actually. Time to water the plant and make it presentable. Quite a bit of water there, that's good. And that's how I know that it's actually got all the way through, that's great. Done. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you feel inspired to create your own. Please drop a like, subscribe, or even better, let me know your thoughts with a comment.